Hi everyone, welcome to Pound Zero. My name is Amelia and this is my weight loss journey. So you probably noticed last week that I didn't put up a vlog. I was extremely busy. I'm always busy, right? I was extremely busy last week. I'm just as busy this week, but I'm making the effort to actually sit down and vlog. So it's going to be super quick. We'll see what happens. Okay. So, what am I doing? Indiscretions this week. There were this fortnight. I'm going to go for the fortnight. Yeah, indiscretions this fortnight. So there was a couple. There was a few. Not as many as there have been in past weeks, I have to admit, which is pretty good for a fortnight. One night we did have pizza. One night we did have Hungry Jacks. We did. And then last weekend we went to Enlightened. It was good. Enlightened is a festival event in Canberra where art and ideas and things are all projected up onto major buildings in the Parliamentary Triangle. It is very cool. While Enlightened is on, there are a few things going on around the place to boot. So we had the night noodle markets and Enlightened Alley, which had some good food as well. So while at Enlightened, we went to Burger in the noodle markets because, burgers, totally noodly. But it was good. My husband actually got the burger, the big one, and said if he could have fit another one in, he absolutely would have. He thought it was absolutely amazing. I, on the other hand, got the fat loaded fries. Now, fat with a PH. They are fries or chips, hot chips. We're covered in crispy pork belly, aioli, caramelized onion, spring onion. That was so good. They're amazing, but they were a meal. That was not a side by any stretch of the imagination. It was an honest to goodness meal. And then after night noodle markets, we wandered around for a bit and ended up with glow nuts. They are glow-in-the-dark donuts. They're amazing. The place that makes these, I can't remember the name of them off the top of my head, but these glow nuts from a place in Sydney that specialises in cakes and donuts. Everything they make is gluten-free. So they were actually quite dense and quite heavy as gluten-free stuff tends to be, it was nice. They were so tasty though. Like they were moist and like filling. So I had fat loaded chips and a glow nut, and then walked around and looked at art on buildings because that's what the whole point of Enlightened was. Yes. My exercise is on the improve. I am going to adjust it slightly though, since I have had I'm getting worded up about a class that I still have left to do on my Cert 4 in Stage and Screen, which is quite physically demanding. So I'm going to start practicing now with planks and stretching and whatnot. I'm not looking forward to it, but it is what it is, and I need to do it to finish the certificate. So, yeah, what can I say? I did get up a hill a couple of times in the last fortnight. Not being specific. I think I actually ended up Mount Taylor Oh, that was English. I ended up going up Mount Taylor at least twice. And I think I've been up Jarrah as well since we last spoke. So that's pretty good. A little bit of running. I set a PB at Parkrun, which was nice. That was 2 weeks ago. Yesterday I was a minute slower, but I hadn't stretched properly beforehand and my knee was playing up something chronic. So, only losing a minute, that's okay. It's just something to work towards, right? Getting a little bit faster. And in terms of my March challenge to not hit the snooze button, I will confess that I have hit it 3 times since my last video. Twice I don't actually remember hitting it at all. So the 5 o'clock alarm went off and I don't remember it. 6 o'clock alarm went off and I got out of bed. Like, I have alarms for everything. It's quite sad, really. But I don't miss out on anything. So it's, small wins, I think. I'm going to call it a win. We'll call it a win. And once was just because I hadn't really gotten to sleep that night. I don't know, I'm struggling at the minute to turn my brain off and doing everything I can think of. I've got the meditations, I've got the headspace. I'm trying to stay away from medication though. So we'll see what happens. I still just got to keep working at it. Eventually I'll drift off, but it's not usually until, after midnight, and that's not great. So on to the interesting stuff. So I should probably get on the scales. So just to recap my journey to date, and this is week 11. When I began my journey at the beginning of 2017, I weighed in at 120 kilos or 264.5 pounds. I can't believe I just had to look at that. I've been doing this for over 12 months now. When I continued my journey at the beginning of 2018, I weighed in at 106.5 kilos or 234.7 pounds. After an absolutely shocking week, the last video, I weighed in at 109.2 kilos. It had gone up, yep. Which translates to 240.7 pounds. This week, being a fortnight later, because I didn't do a video last week, well, I weighed in at 106.7 kilos or 235.2 pounds. This means my weight loss for this fortnight, I am down 2.5 kilos or 5.5 pounds. My weight loss for this year has still up 200 grams. Oops. And that's, 0.44 pounds. I don't know what that is in ounces. I didn't bother calculating it. So live with it. And that means my weight loss for this entire journey currently sits at minus 13.3 kilos or 29.3 pounds. And I'm going to leave that video there for this week. I hope you enjoyed. If you're new, welcome. Don't forget to hit subscribe on your way out. And I believe next to the subscribe button is a little bell. If you give that a tap, you'll get a notification when I do load up new videos, which is usually more often than once a fortnight. I've just been absolutely flat chat. Links in the description below to my Twitter and to my Instagram account, where I try to load up pictures, tips, tricks, motivational posters, whatever I find useful on my weight loss journey, I will throw up there, and maybe someone will find the same. And until next time, be healthy and be good to each other. Bye. Welcome everybody. No idea what to do next. But then, I don't know what I want. How quickly one gets out of practice. I look really tired. Although to be fair, I am really tired. I'm not sleeping. Well, I'm sleeping. I'm not getting to sleep. Getting to sleep seems to be the hard part. But there is, of course, no, not of course. When I began this year, that was great. When I began, that means my weight loss this fortnight is 205. 205. I'm like, winning! No! You're like, I mean, the size of a pea. Probably dead. Yeah. When I weighed in this fortnight, no. That means far out. I didn't bother checking it, calculating it. That's the word I'm looking for. That works out to be what?